everybody, welcome back for more Iwouldcampthat. It's a rather chilly day up here in Alberta, Canada, but hey, I've got the truck nice and warmed up, and I've got a Java, so I still say it is a good day. One thing I really enjoy on YouTube is I really enjoy top 5, top 10 kind of videos, where people go through their top 5 things I like or dislike about something, you know, and you kind of get an idea of what their perspective is on things. I especially enjoy that when it comes to things like truck camping, van camping, tent camping, motorhome, overland, whatever the case may be. So today, because it's still winter time up here in Alberta, and we actually started our channel right around the end of autumn, beginning of winter in 2020, we're going to go through the top 5 things I enjoy about colder weather camping. So that's not just winter time, that's also the fall or autumn time as well too.
Before we dive into the rest of this video, are you new to our channel? Here's a quick look at our adventure vehicle, a 2007 Chevy Silverado, covered in dirt from all the, well, adventure. We've gone on all sorts of journeys in this rig, be it camping, day trips, exploring, and other things. We hope that you'll consider subscribing to our channel, as we would love to take you with us on our future adventures down the road. A link with more information on the ins and outs of our rig will be in the video description below. Now back to the video.
So the first thing I enjoy about cooler weather camping is simply, as the name suggests, the cooler weather. I run like a furnace. When autumn rolls around and it starts to get colder and you've got those really chilly breezes coming in, I might have a thin blanket at best over me. I love being colder. I sleep with a fan on all year round if, well, I mean, when Rita lets me. And I just enjoy that. I do hit a point where eventually things are too cold for me, especially in the winter. But I do generally, if I had a choice between cooler or hotter, I would choose cooler. It's just, yeah, just the way that I run. The second thing that I really like about colder weather camping is the fact that there are no bugs. You don't have to worry about creepy crawlies getting into your rig. You don't have to worry, you know, if you're out in the bush and you have the back window going into your canopy and your rig going, oh gosh, I left it open for 5 seconds, all the bugs are getting in, whether it be moths or flies or, you know, no-see-ums or whatever. It's, for anyone who's never heard of a no-see-um, they're these tiny pain-in-the-butt little bugs that are like the size of sesame seeds. They're gross. You get them up in like some of the swampier, bushier parts of Alberta. But, yeah, that's always nice. Even in the fall time, like I think fall, autumn is quickly becoming one of my favorite times to camp because you're not completely snowed in. You can still access a lot of the areas that you normally can in the summer, but you don't have to worry so much about the bug situation. The third thing I like about colder weather camping is you don't get as many crowds. With COVID-19 and the fact that people were shut in their houses due to lockdowns and such, we saw a huge boost in people going out camping. Some highways, I remember driving one of my usual sparsely attended highways last summer, and it was nothing but trailers, motorhomes, and everything. And that's great to see. It's great to see that people are getting out and camping and enjoying the outdoors and, you know, hopefully getting some time with family and friends, obviously in the safest way possible. And being outside is a lot safer than meeting inside right now. But with winter time, I mean, sometimes selfishly, it's nice to just get out camping and go somewhere and know that you might be the only person out there. And with winter camping, there's just not as many people that want to get out in the cold and put themselves in that kind of an uncomfortable situation. So a lot of places that you go to that would be absolutely packed in the summer, they could be completely vacant in the winter. And that's really nice to just get out and kind of have an area to yourself, not have to worry about, you know, am I being too loud for someone else? Are they going to be too loud or intrusive for me? Or, you know, like you just kind of just get to soak up areas to yourself. And that's nice sometimes. The fourth thing that I really like about colder weather camping, now this one is kind of a matter of perspective, matter of opinion. There's more off-season options. Now, that being said, there's certain areas, especially up here in Canada, that you're not going to be able, like some of my favorite local spots, I can't get to right now because they're snowed in and my truck would get hopelessly stuck. But there are some areas that, for example, a provincial park. I've had instances where I can't find a place to sleep and I'll just park in the parking lot of a provincial park. Now, that's technically not allowed. They don't want you to be doing that. They have signs saying no overnight parking. I do try my best to avoid those areas and be respectful of that. However, if I can't find anything else and I'm far from home, I'll park in those areas off season because nobody's using them. They're not open. They're not making money. If I could not find a place to sleep and that place was open and letting people camp, I would gladly support local or support the provincial economy, spend the money and go get a site. I don't often pay for campsites with truck camping. I usually figure something out, but sometimes, but I mean, I will support a campsite if they're open, but if they're not open and I'm not hurting anyone, you know, I'll park there if I've got no other options. And really, it's winter. Nobody cares. So if you disagree with me on that, if you think that's not okay, feel free to push back in the comments below. But that's just kind of my view on it. The last reason on this list for cooler weather camping is simply the satisfaction that you did it. You survived the night. I'm very new to colder weather camping and winter camping as a whole. I only started about a year ago. This is actually the first winter where I have seriously gone out numerous times and tried different things, you know, tried different gear, that kind of thing. And my first time ever going for a winter camp was, I believe it was in late 2019, and my rig was nowhere near as evolved as it is now. And I was nervous. I was really nervous. I went out and I just found a place to park. All I had was my winter sleeping bag and that big red fleece blanket we have in the back. And I just basically cocooned up and went to sleep. It really wasn't much of a camp. It was just going out for a sleep. But it was the first time I'd slept in, I think it had to be like minus 18 degrees Celsius. And I was nervous because I'd never done it before. And of course, you know, you're worried that someone might come and bother you, knock on the window, tell you to beat it or whatever. But I was also worried, you know, am I going to be warm enough? Am I going to freeze? Am I going to be able to get like, you know, like, are my feet going to be warm enough? Am I, you know, am I going to be safe? But I got through the night. You know, I actually was quite warm. I was almost too warm when I woke up. And yeah, that's the thing. Like when you tell people you're winter camping, they kind of look at you like, are you nuts? Like, what's wrong with you? And, but there is a certain satisfaction just getting out, you know, getting into the elements, enjoying the beauty of nature, as cold and as gloomy and depressing as winter can be. The snow, you know, the sound of snow falling, the light winter breeze, it can be really beautiful, and it can be something that I think a lot of us don't stop to appreciate. So just getting out into that, enjoying that, you know, getting through the night and going, hey, you know, it was cold, it was a little uncomfortable, but I got through it and I survived. There is a certain satisfaction to that. And, you know, if you've got that adventuring spirit, you find yourself wanting to go out and do more, you know, and see more of it. Well, that was our top 5 video for things I like about colder weather camping. And yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below. Were my top 5s consistent with any of your top 5s? Do you have things that you feel could have been or should have been on my list? Do you cold weather camp yourself? Do you think you might try colder weather camping yourself? Do you truck camp? Do you van camp? Do you do something else? Let me know in the comments below. Chat with you all soon.